I'm meteorologist Todd Clausen. Thanks for joining us on HTSN. Certainly it was a wild ride yesterday afternoon and evening as the heavy rain moved in and the winds really started to pick up. And then we had a few severe storms yesterday evening. Officially in the rain bucket at the airport in Indianapolis, 2 1/100ths of an inch of rain fell, and that is a new daily rainfall record, and it's the wettest Halloween on record for the city of Indianapolis. Terre Haute, you had nearly 2.5 inches of rain, just over 1.5 inches in Lafayette and Muncie. You were just under 1.25 inches, so this was a good old-fashioned soaking rain that fell across the area. We do get to dry out today. That's certainly good news. And then yesterday, the winds kind of picked up throughout the course of the afternoon hours, and when the front went through, that's when we saw our peak wind gusts, which got up to 75 miles per hour in Muncie, 70 in Southport, and in Brownsburg, you had a peak wind gust of 60 degrees. In Indianapolis, the peak wind gust was at 58 miles per hour. So certainly very windy yesterday. The winds have subsided, though, for the day today. There'll be a little breezy here initially, and then they'll start to die down. Our high temperature gets up to 57 degrees, with skies turning partly cloudy throughout the afternoon. Can't rule out the chance of an isolated sprinkle in northern locations, as we'll show you on TrueCast in just a second. But overall, not a bad day. Your 8 p.m. temperature down to 53. Here are the wind speeds throughout the afternoon hours. Again, they'll be dying down. We'll go from about 25-mile-per-hour winds, which we saw this morning. By the evening hours, we're at about 10 to 15 mile per hour, and then by tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., the wind speeds are generally between about 10 to maybe 15 miles per hour, and that is just about it. So on TrueCast, you notice how we try to paint a few isolated sprinkles across the northern half of the state as we go into the evening hours. If you do see one of these sprinkles, it'll be very, very light. The further south you are, the clearer your skies will be. And then for the day on Saturday, there's an area of low pressure to our north, and it's pinwheeling of clouds around and a few sprinkles once again. It's the same deal as this afternoon. The further north you are tomorrow, the better chance you have of getting into a sprinkle. The further south you are, just partly to mostly cloudy skies. So highs today will top off in the 50s across the area. Then overnight tonight, temperatures drop down into the 40s. If you're going to football games tomorrow up at Purdue, Ohio State taking on the Boilermakers, 48 degrees at kickoff. And then down at IU for homecoming, the Gophers in town to take on the Hoosiers. Your kickoff temperature at 51 degrees at 3:30. Sunday's the better day of the weekend simply because it's sunny, 50 degrees. And then as we get into next week, another cold front brings rain and wind to the area by Wednesday.